We got it right here. Hell's Angels sentenced for an attack on 3 black men in Ocean Beach. Plus, more details are being released after Pagan motorcycle pursuit in Lewis County, man, and Harrison, man. It happened at approximately 1 a.m. Deputies responded to shots fired after an altercation at the Jane Lou Junction. This coming up right now, baby.
Rev it up, feel the roar, hit the road, let's explore. Insane Throttle bringing news by James Hollywood Mason Carey. Engine scream, we ride free. Truth and grit for you and me. From the streets to your screen. Biker news, the real scene.
Oh, man, it looks like it is starting to get hot out there, especially in California. Get it? Hot. Oh, my goodness gracious. Y'all local out there, crazy and stuff. Anyway, out of the crime and courts, out of Channel 7 or NBC, take this for, yeah, NBC. Anyway, Hell's Angels member sentenced for attack on 3 black men in Ocean Beach. A member of the Hells Angels, and again, this is coming directly from the article. Motorcycle gang was sentenced Friday to 21 years to life in state prison for stabbing a young black man in the chest in what prosecutors describe as a racially motivated attack on the victim and 2 other black men in Ocean Beach. So you're telling me he was by himself. Now, I haven't read through this whole thing yet, so I'm just taking this from the paragraph. He was the only one that I see now against 3. Okay. All right. Troy Andrew Schroeder, 44, described by San Diego County District Office as a longtime leader of an active San Diego County Hells Angel chapter, was one of 17 people indicted by a grand jury for various roles in the June 6, 2023 attack. Now, a San Diego jury convicted him, no surprise there, earlier this year of attempted murder, assault, and a hate crime allegation. Prosecutors said the victims, 19, 20, and 21, were chased by the defendants on Newport Avenue after one of them apparently spoke to another Hells Angel member's girlfriend. I guess one of the victims fled, but the other 2 were severely beaten by numerous defendants who hurled racial slurs and told the victims they didn't belong in that neighborhood. Man, we can talk about Chicago and the neighborhoods, how they're separated. One of the beaten victims was on the ground. Shoulder pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the chest. Deputy District Attorney Miriam Hemman said the knife fractured the victim's sternum. The prison sentence was doubled due to a prior strike conviction. He pleaded guilty to robbing a former Hells Angel member who sought to leave the gang. It just gets better here. Going on to what his defense attorney had to say, Mark Conan argued against imposing the strike conviction because he said Schroeder had been living crime-free between that incident, which occurred in 2007. Unconstitutional, if you ask me. Conan also argued that despite jurors finding hate crime allegation true, there wasn't evidence, there never is, that Schroeder's actions were hate motivated or that Schroeder used any racial slurs. Hemman argued that during the crime, he was leading the pack who was shouting racial slurs. It goes, I haven't seen any video of this. I'd like to see some video. You always know there's video of this kind of stuff out there now. It's like, something pops off, somebody gets on their TikTok live or something. Send me Hollywood a video. I guess one of those incidents led to a misdemeanor conviction in 2003. Again, with a hate crime allegation. When police came to arrest him, he called the victim the N-word multiple times, said he knows people who would hang them from trees. It goes on and on right there, but it looks like he was sentenced, again, 21 years to life in state prison. Now, there's an update going on over at WDTV by the news staff up there. More details have been released after a motorcycle pursuit involving the Pagans. And there you go, some of them. This out in West Virginia, baby. And this is at approximately 1 a.m. Deputies responded to shots fired after an altercation at the Jane Lou Junction. This, according to Harris County Sheriff's Police. The caller said she was, quote, jumped by a couple of Pagans, and they were now on street bikes following her and shooting at her vehicle. If this is true, how dumb. Deputies got behind the 4 motorcycles on the exit where they turned onto a pike. All 4 drivers were wearing Pagan vests, matching the description given by the caller. And at the intersection, they attempted to stop them, but they took off at a high rate of speed. They were charged with fleeing. No other word on it if the men will be facing charges in Lewis County in relation to the alleged shooting. Now, the original deal on this one was, let's see here, it's basically the same thing as what they're saying. It looks like there might have been an update on a detail or two, so we'll see that. Hopefully people are actually smart enough not to do this kind of stuff in their colors, because not only does it bring them into a RICO predicate type situation, but it also brings the whole club into the nastiness there. I don't know what to think about the first story. I like it, like I said, nowadays everybody has a damn video of something going on. So send it to Hollywood, okay, man? info@InsaneThrottleBikerNews.com. That way I can look at it. I guarantee the jurors seen a bunch of it. But it's always funny how they throw those extra charges in there on that kind of stuff. But again, on the other thing, don't do dirt in your colors, man. What's wrong with you? Now, again, I didn't see anything in there that said they were charged with a shooting. I'm just saying. Anyway, don't forget to buy the book, man. Power and Betrayal and Brotherhood and Betrayal. It's a good series, man. You got to check it out, man. Give a lot of information out there on MCs, all the good stuff from Chicago from the 1990s. Also, join the Insanity, man. Members Only Club. We'll catch you later. Rock on. Join the Insanity by becoming a member of the Insane Throttle Club. Get hundreds of members-only videos and hundreds of hours of members-only content. We have 3 affordable levels: Hang Around, Prospect, and Full Patch. Each level helps forth each channel and all of our biker content. Get content of interviews with the who's who in the motorcycle and biker lifestyle scene. Subscribe on the Insane Throttle YouTube channel now and get access to the members only today and become part of the Insanity.
Welcome to 1990 Chicago, where trust is a trap and betrayal runs deep. The Betrayal Chronicles real-life book series by James Hollywood Machikari drags you into the middle of the biker underworld like never before. In Power and Betrayal, a kingpin rises and falls in a storm of drugs and deceit. Then Brotherhood and Betrayal throws you into a fight for loyalty where every choice bleeds. Get the Betrayal Chronicles series now with grit, guilt, and redemption on every page. Available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold. Also available is autographed copies by James Hollywood Machikari on www.InsaneThrottleBikerNews.com.
'Cause 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 'cause